Hello, welcome to today's focus session on Digitslaw. So basically, these focus sessions are designed to highlight specific features on Digitslaw and how it can be used to address specific issues or solve specific pain points. So on today's focus session, I'm going to be walking you through how to manage property transactions with Digitslaw. So over time, we've gotten some inquiries and requests from lawyers and law firms that how can their property team properly track transactions that has to do with properties? How can they manage these property transactions for their clients with digital seamlessly and effectively? Not to worry, this is very much achievable with the platform. And you can do this with the Trust Request feature on the platform. Okay, let me show you how to go about that. So today we are going to be managing a property. Let's just say a sale of a land in Banana Island Estate, right? That's what we're going to name it today. I want to manage it on behalf of Mr. Ayo Talaba. So yeah, to do that, the first thing you would want to do is actually onboard and create and onboard these clients on the platform, right? A quick recap: you can create clients through one of three ways. Either on this left-hand panel, once you just expand it, you see this option clients. You select it and create the client, or just from this dashboard here, you see the new clients feature, or you come to this create new, click the drop down and select clients, right? So for this, I'll just be making use of the dashboard one. Here we go. Okay, here we go. Now, I'll go ahead and create a client. His name is Mr. Ayon Salaba, and he wants us to help him with a property issue he's dealing with. So let's go ahead. Ayo. Mr. Ayo Salaba. Let's give him his email. You put the client email, Salaba Ayo at gmail.com. Just for the sake of the session, I'll just be using a dummy address. Let's select Nigeria for this country. I mean, we're Nigerians. Let's input the phone number. This is in Lagos. Okay. So, as always, when you're creating your clients, input all the fields that are appropriate. If you have custom fields, you can include them or you create as it suits you. For this, I'll just be making use of the required fields. Okay. Yeah, you can assign it to your property team if you have the work we've set up. Okay. Then the next thing I would want to do is ensure a client portal is created for this client. I'll show you why. Basic reason is I want the client to see what I'm doing once I create the trust account. Here we go. And definitely I want to send an email for payment reminders. So here we go. I've gone ahead to create this particular client, Mr. Ayo Talaba. Okay. Let's just open his client portal so I could show you what I would like you to see in client portal. Here we go. I'll be creating it from this edge. No Spanish today. Okay. I just want to log into the client portal now. Here we go. This is the client portal for him. Nothing, of course, as expected. So the next thing I would want to do is actually create this case. Since it's a property case, right? I would want to onboard this case onto for this client. So from here, I'll just come and click on matter, right? Then we create a new matter for this particular client that has to do with this case. So let's just say this matter has to do with the sale of let's say plot 14, Banana Island Estate. Okay, what's the practice area to property? So I want to like fill it accordingly to manage and monitor the ongoing sales of this cushion front property. Here we go. It's open. As always, filling the required information. Set supervising partner, the matter manager for this particular client. Just fill all that. Your billings, ensure that's set. Then you create the matter. All right, so far so good. I've onboarded my client, Mr. Ayo Talaba, and I've created the case, which is the sale of plot 14 Banana Island Estate. If I check his client's portal, I would see that this matter has already been created, and he can view and like have access to what we are doing on this particular case for him. So that's on that. Now the next thing is how do we now manage these transactions? How do we see and manage these transactions? We're going to use something we call the trust request. For context, with Digitslaw, we give you the opportunity to create an operating account and a trust account. Operating account is what your firm runs on. These are the firm funds to just make sure the firm is L and hardy. Then the trust account basically is for clients. So let's say I want you to hold a specific sum for me as like yeah, my lawyer, and I'm giving you 1 million. It's for my divorce settlement case. Please hold it. You can be billing me from that 1 million. Or you can be using that 1 million to like settle my expenses. You would want to put that 1 million in an account that has nothing to do with your firm, right? We wouldn't want it to bundle with the like firm's funds, the firm's operating costs. This way, reporting and visibility and transparency is quite easier for you. So that's what we help you do. We give you this opportunity to create a trust account. So we are going to utilize something similar, but this time it's a trust request. Now, trust request in the sense of I am taking a cue that okay, it's not this Mr. Ayotalaba, it's the client, right? But it's not the one handling the sales of this property. So I want to build a trust request to somebody else. So let's see how that works. You are going to come to the next pane again and select the billings feature. Now on the billings feature, we have three parts: invoices, flat fee, and trust accounting. You would want to select the trust accounting because this is how we create it. Okay, now see these are some of the trust accounts I've created. So let's create a new trust fund request. Now, it's for who? It's for Mr. Ayo Talaba. Due date? I'm expecting this to be done before by the end of the year. So let's give it to January 1st. Now, who is the third party we are billing this thing to? I would say maybe trusted engineer Mr. Yakubu is acting as the developer. He's based in Surulere, Lagos. And his email address is this: ezekieloshin@gmail.com. What are the terms? Of course, I'm going to put Naira. If you have a multi-currency feature set up and maybe this property is not in Nigeria, you can set the currency as desired. What's the amount? It's Banana Island. I'm definitely going to bill it Banana Island style. I mean, Ocean Funds property. So I'll be setting this to 500 million. Okay, this is to oversee. This is just the like description. Oversee the sale of the property. Here we go. Now you can either choose the payment options you want. Either you have your online payments enabled or use a bank account, right? For this, I'll be doing a bank transfer and it's going to my default trust account. Again, it's not going to the operating account. So meaning once payment is made, I don't want it in my operating account. I want it in the trust account. So you set that here. You can leave a note. Yes, I always send my trust request for approval. Then, of course, I want them to know they have to make payments to me. So let's send for approval. Who is the person approving this? That will be me. And I send for approval. Okay, the trust request has been created. These are the details of the trust request. I have the details of my law firm up here. Then it is billed to Mr. Yakubu on behalf of Mr. Tayo Alaba. These are the details, the price, the payment instruction. Okay, it has not been sent to the client because I'm yet to approve this. So I'll just come over here to the small options field and select approve. It's the first option there. So now once approved, this gets sent to the client. Oh yes, I want to approve this trust request. Amazing. We've gone ahead to create a trust request on behalf of Mr. Tayo Alaba for the tune of 500 million for the sale of plot 14 Banana Island Estate. Okay, now this is what I wanted to show you with client portal. Once we do that, if you come back to this client portal and you select this trust request, you can see it here. Apologies, that's okay. We are in now. So it shows here. He gets to see it. Now come to this part. If you come to the review, notice nothing changes. Remember, it's a trust request, meaning payment has not actually been made. There's nothing in the trust. It's not I'm not billing him anything. Nothing is due. Okay. So let's assume that Mr. Yakubu has started like work on this and he makes a payment of 100 million and he sends it to Mr. Tayalaba. Mr. Tayalaba will just go ahead and send the payment confirmation, sends it to me. let me know part payments. So you just put the note 100 million has been paid. Then it goes ahead and attach the receipt of payments. Okay, so let's just use this as receipt of payments. So now on my end, I'm just going to, like, once this client sends this, on my end, I'm just going to go ahead and confirm as this payment be received. I get my email notification and I check the banking app if this payment has indeed been received. Okay, awesome. This payment has now been received. The next thing I would want to do is to record the payments from my own end, right? From the firm's end. So we'll just come here. We'll select record payments. I mean, we received 100 million, so let's go ahead and record that. You input what was received, 100 million. Okay, how was the payment made? It was made by bank transfer and it was paid to my default trust account. Okay, so check everything is okay, then we go ahead and add payments. Once you add payments, you notice the status changes to partial paid, and if you check the payments record, you can see the receipt here. So you can just go ahead and download it as the case may be. Okay, good. Now, here's something unique. If I come back to my dashboard, I would see a change in my trust account. The 100 million has now been added to my trust account. Before it was 100 million and 55,000, but now I have 200 million and 55,000, meaning money has been deposited into this trust account on behalf of that client. Now, if I go to this client, his client portal, okay, it's coming up, please. Awesome. And I go to the overview. You would notice it shows 100 million has been added in trust to this client. So now this way you're able to streamline, okay, this is the funds being held and these are the transactions occurring on behalf of this particular client for this sale of the property. So this is a very interesting feature the property team would actually value. You can see, you can monitor and manage transactions on behalf of the sale of land, sale of property, sale of assets on your client. By the time you pull out your report, you can differentiate these transactions. You ensure it does not mix with your operating accounts. It's clearly stated this belongs to the trust account on behalf of this person. All right. So with this short video, I've been able to show you how to manage transactions on Digitslaw, property transactions on Digitslaw using the trust to trust feature. We've been able to onboard the client, create the matter, and do the trust request. Record the payment for it and see how it reflects on both the admin's end and the client's portal's end. Do have a wonderful day. Thank you for this session.